All right, so I've been here on the golf course filming for about 2.5, 3 hours, and I've hit a lot of golf shots. And at the end of a lot of golfing, whether it's me filming or playing 18 holes on the golf course, what I do is I have a wind down technique of things that I do to keep my body fresh and prevent injury. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the few things that I do that help me stay fresh, and I think this is especially helpful for people who are playing a lot of golf and maybe they wake up in the morning and they feel really tight, or they get on the golf course and they can't fully swing their driver. So let's start off by talking about a few stretches. Now, in terms of stretching, I do a lot of rotational things in my core and in my back and in my shoulders. I use an orange whip. Any club would work for this, but one of my favorite ones to do is get the orange whip or club behind your back like so. You know, be sure you're staying in good posture with your shoulders back and just slowly rotating. So I'm a right-handed golfer, so I like to do a few of these motions just nice and slow and hold this position in the follow through just to continue to loosen up and make sure that nothing is staying tight. And although I am a right-handed golfer, I'll do the same thing to the left side and just feel that. You'll feel it a little bit in the core, but also this is very good for the lumbar. And I know that for me, the lower back is an area that certainly gets tight, especially if I play 18 holes a few days in a row. Another popular one to loosen up the sides, which, you know, are obviously very active at the golf swing, is just kind of get in a starfish position and lean over. Put each end of the club towards the ground. Hold it for just a little bit. So when you bend to your left side, your right side is stretched, and vice versa with the other side. Another big issue that a lot of golfers have is golfer's elbow, and a very simple but effective stretch you can do for this is to put out your arm straight ahead, put your palm facing towards the sky, and just pull in on the fingers. You'll feel this a little bit in the wrist and also in the elbow. So I like to do this one. I don't really have a ton of issues with golfer elbow, but this may be the reason why, is because I do this stretch pretty often. And I always like to do just a little bit of arm circles, starting out going forward and small, and then going larger while going forward. And then when I finish that, go backwards. Again, be sure you're standing in good posture for these, a little bit larger, and then finish. You can take, 5 minutes to do it. You can take 20 minutes to do it. It depends on how you're feeling, what you're doing. I also always stretch and do dynamic work before hitting a lot of golf shots. Another tool that I use a ton, and it's just been super, super helpful for me, is the Air 2 massage gun from Bob & Brad. Now, it comes in this great case, and I'd like to thank Bob & Brad for sponsoring this video. I absolutely love the product, and I'm so happy to share it with all of you. This carrying case makes it super easy to travel with this massage gun, and I know that a lot of golfers like to travel. This fits very easily in my golf bag in the case. It also has 5 interchangeable heads. I know that with massaging, there are some areas of the body where you really need a rigid head to get in there and to loosen up the muscle. And there are also parts of the body that can't tolerate that level of massage. So there are some softer heads that also work out very nicely. I'm just going to start off with a basic soft head. This does have 3 speeds on it, so I like to go to the 2nd speed. Usually I will go a lot on my quads, especially if I walk a round of golf. I know that, if you walk an average round of golf, 18 holes, that can be 6 or 7 miles, and you also have to swing the golf club and keep your legs engaged while doing that. So there's plenty of walking and straight on your legs. So doing this after a round, and I've honestly done this on the course throughout a round, and I've seen people on the PGA Tour use massage guns throughout a round just to loosen them up. I think it's a great tool to utilize. I also go up on the pectoral area, just maybe messing up with the microphone a little bit. It's also great for my back. I do have a little bit of tension in my lumbar area, so putting this on that lower back with a softer head, if you're dealing with the back and the spine region, it is important to use a softer head. They do have one that is particular to going down the spine, which you will find in your carrying case, which is also very helpful to use. But no matter how much golf I play, I could play 36 holes in a day. I could film out here for 4 hours and really strain my body. But this Air 2 massage gun from Bob & Brad is so key for recovery. I think it's a great tool that many golfers don't utilize and don't really think to utilize, but it is a great thing to utilize. This particular massage gun not only charges very fast, but it will last at least 2 hours up to 4 hours on one charge. So if you're massaging for 10 minutes a day, then you really don't have to, you have to charge this thing maybe like once a month, which I think is an awesome feature of it. There are some massage guns that use it for 10 minutes and you have to charge it back up, and it just gets kind of frustrating. Not with the Bob and Brad Air 2. This product is priced very competitively. I have a coupon code, and you can shop the Air 2 and the other products from Bob and Brad at the top link of the description down below. Thank you to Bob and Brad for sponsoring this video. Now, aside from the stretching and the massaging, the other two simple aspects that I think are often overlooked, but I will always preach: one, hydration. I think on the golf course, I understand that on a Saturday round, you know, you might want to have some drinks with your friends, alcoholic drinks, but no matter what you're doing on the course, whether you're focusing on shooting a low score or just having fun with your friends, you always want to be hydrating. I often turn to water and then I'll eat something to get my sugars and salts. If you don't want to really eat on the golf course, you can drink a Powerade, a Gatorade, something along those lines, something that will give you salts and electrolytes, especially when you're playing in warmer climate. And then finally, after your stretching, your massaging, and your hydration, sleep is always most important. If you can't go home and rest, then all of this is kind of for naught. That's the best way that your body recharges, is just by spending some time asleep. I know that it sounds kind of simple, like, oh, you need to rest, have a nice night of sleep. I understand that, but it's very important. Not only have I played golf, but I've trained for half and full marathons, and I can say that whenever you're putting yourself through any physical exertion, it is super key to get proper rest. It's often overlooked in today's society. People love to work and stay up late. I get it. Just be sure you're prioritizing your sleep. I hope you can use these tips in order to better recover and perform your best on the golf course. If you have any questions on anything that I mentioned or failed to mention, please let me know. I respond and read all of the comments in the comment section down below. Once again, you can find the link to the Air 2 massage gun that I showcased in this video in the top of the description of this YouTube video. Thank you all very much for watching. Play well and take care.